Good evening. I hope I find you well on this nice sunny day with a bit of a wind just to keep it nice and cool. Isn't that nice? This still the Strength and Daily Living by Father Sean, a little book. And it's the 13th of July 2026. There's some time more, John. I tell you the truth, Jesus said. My Father will give you whatever you ask in my name. And that's the Gospel of John, chapter 16, verse 23. If you believe in me, you will receive whatever you ask for in prayer. And that's the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 21, verse 22. Everyone who asks receives. Everyone who seeks finds. And to everyone who knocks, the door will be opened. And that's the Gospel of Luke, chapter 11, verse 10. It gives me great joy to answer your prayer. Just believe. That's the God. Yes, sorry, just believe. Now, we'll sing our little hymns, won't we? Say hello to Sacred Heart of Jesus. Go ahead. Sweetheart of Jesus, fount of love and mercy, today we come thy blessing to implore. Oh, touch our hearts so cold and so ungrateful, and make us love thee more and more each day. Sweetheart of Jesus, we implore. Oh, make us love thee more and more. Sweetheart of Jesus, make us pure and gentle, and teach us how to do thy blessed will, to follow close the print of thy dear footsteps, and when we fall, sweetheart, oh, love us still. Sweetheart of Jesus, we implore. Oh, make us love thee more and more. That's lovely. Up you go, Sacred Heart of Jesus. Keep an eye on the situation that we happen to find ourselves in. Say hello to our Blessed Mother. Lovely lady, dressed in blue, teach me how to pray. Isn't that the way to do it? No ifs, ands, and buts about it. How are you, Blessed Mother? We'll sing the usual, what? We won't go into the Latin. Hail, Queen of Heaven, the ocean star, guide of the wanderer here below. Thrown on life's surge, we claim thy care. Save us from peril and from woe. Mother of Christ, star of the sea, pray for the wanderer, pray for me. O gentle, chaste, and spotless maid, we sinners make our prayers to thee. Remind thy Son that he has paid the price of our iniquity. Virgin most pure, star of the sea, pray for the sinner, pray for me. Now, Blessed Mother, up there and keep an eye on the situation. So there we are. How are you today? And I hope you had a nice day. And my friend has followed me there across the way. I hope all is going satisfactorily for you. And A busy day and a nice day, wasn't it? So it's a couple of ponies that friends bought. That funny, I know them, and Nobby Halpin and his son. I think it's his eldest son, grand lad, and driving a nice van that he's be a serviceman for Caterpillar. These big Caterpillar things that they have to fix, and he goes to Birmingham every so often for training and for they put up in the hotel, and very nice. Thank you very much. So he's a good lad, and he'll do well. And so the wasn't ponies. So one is a horse, and then the other, and then he's 13 years of it, 13 years, and then the other is only a year old, but a horse. They're not ponies. No, sorry, they ain't ponies. And he was supposed to say that, and asked me if they could use a hose and water out at the shed there that they can, and a good long hose. So I said, yes, certainly. Feed the ponies, let them have a sip of water. So they must have an item up there they can drink the water tank or something. So his wife come this morning with two little boy and a girl, grand little children. And come John, she parked the car outside, she didn't bring it in. And after went, and so she had to move the hose from a container of with clay in it out there and move it behind it, and so she was able to reach the tank. And that's good. So it's nice to oblige people, isn't it? And because a lot of people are not so obliging, nearly want to pay them, they want to be paid. But in any event, that's what. So that situation unfolded, and then I was doing me prayers and one thing and another. And one of the things that you don't know about your good selves, but what I noticed is, when I was younger, before all the bad changes come in, this Vatican II, there was missions in every church, in every parish, once a year with missioners. And be goodness, the churches would be packed for the missions. And that kind of they put the frights on you, but encouraging you to practice your Catholic faith in a more serious manner than you might have been. And it was very welcome, and it nourished people's faith. But the trouble is, with this Vatican II, have we had missions once a year? Most certainly not. I live in here in Oldcastle, and in 24 years that I'm here, there was only one mission, and it was lay missioners. And the church was packed. What is wrong with them? With what they did with the Vatican II, this whatever it was, they nearly tried to destroy the faith. That their agenda, because you don't see people that's in the parish that were baptized. They're not going to mass, and their souls in grave danger of eternal damnation, and people are not going to confession because it's not held the way it used to be. For a couple of hours every Saturday, church is packed and confessions packed. The changes that they made, what were they suffering from? Or was there something evil afoot? Because Sister Lucia, the nun that survived the miracle of Fatima, I think the third secret was something to do with that. The faith would be nearly to be destroyed from within. And it's turned out to be true, hasn't it? No missions, not enough vocations, because the only vocations are in where the Mass is celebrated in Latin, the Society of Pope Pius X, and the churches are full, and the ladies often have veins on their faces. They're not fanatics or anything like it. But they like the Latin Mass and families and all. And we have a Latin Mass in Navan, but the priest is from Wales or England or somewhere. And I can never understand what he's talking about. He doesn't speak slow. But it's good if I'd like a priest who could speak slow and clear so as we can understand. That's the only way to communicate, and not to rush it like as if there's somebody has a pin stuck in. But the fact that there's no missions, what's the idea? Because that's what kept the faith going. So they've neglected all these things, and it doesn't seem to dawn on them. The bishops that's supposed to be in charge. What are they suffering from that there's no missions? It's disgraceful because it's not nourishing the faith. And the sacrament of confession is not preached widely enough to save your immortal soul. I get confession, I travel here, there, and yonder to get it. And it should be more available in every parish in the country with set times for an hour on a Saturday evening or something or whatever. That's not good. These are things now that I pray for, by the way, and when I'm doing my videos, I mention it, but I don't discuss it now. Let's talk. But I'm talking about it now because I think we there should be missions, and the lack of vocations is another factor. So the priest is on his own in the big sacristy where there used to be three or four, the parish priest and three or four priests in every parish in the country. There was plenty of vocations years ago. Before the changes that they brought in, it looks as if they were trying to destroy the Catholic faith. There's no point in them talking about it. And this present Pope, the only masses that are well supported is the mass that's celebrating the universal language of Latin. But they never seem to be able to use all these so-called experts. They seem to be incapable of using the word the universal language of Latin. It's like as if it's a throwback or something. I don't know what. And these are ones that support it. It was the universal language so that you get mass in any country you happen to be in, and you had a missal, and we had a missal when I was young, and then none of us was wealthy, but we had missals. So there's a lot of the people that are supporting it or talking about it. They don't put it in the proper context that is the universal language, and though it's a dead language, people could priests and all that could communicate with one another in the Latin, because I did Latin when I was in secondary school and got honours in it. I was good at Latin and French, and the thing is that that it was supported. So, but it's not taught now. I think in secondary schools are teaching some other old rubbish. It doesn't nourish the faith kind of thing, When you get the foundation, you have it for the rest of your life, even if you're not, as you're going through life when you're younger and that, you're going to mass, but you're not going the way you do as you get a little older and wiser. Anyways, I had a busy day enough today, but I thought I'd mention that, and that your good selves, wherever you are, will also mention it. And but you're wasting your time talking to the priest, as far as I see, because I didn't mention it, and but it never seems to get any action. But I think it should get action. I know when we have our Christian TV or Mass will be celebrated in the universal language of Latin, and be none of this kind of going back to old times or something as if you're living in the past. It's the language of the Catholic faith, and that's the way to treat it. And the other way is a disaster. But because in the Latin way, the priest faces the tabernacle, he doesn't have his back turned to it. That doesn't seem to me to be right whatsoever. And all the altar rails that they removed these bishops to their eternal shame. They should have never done such a thing. People, they should all be there, and people kneel and receive the Holy Communion at the altar rails and a patting under the chin from an altar server. You don't have these things. You have lay people live giving it. Oh, God help us. Anyways, we go to Mass, but we know what needs to be to encourage it, the missions, and now and again there should be people saying the Mass in the universal language of Latin at least once a week in every Catholic church in the country. Yet sometimes, or at least once a quarter, something to give us all something to look forward to. That's disgraceful to my way of thinking. But when we have our television station, we'll be promoting it, and we won't be apologising for it as if we're living in the past or something. They're not living in the past. That's what the church was full when that was the way it was. Look at them now. God help us and save us. Those people's souls in grave danger. Because Jesus said the road to perdition is wide and many take it. And they want to you want to hear about that. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day. Don't mind the sermon. It's not a sermon. It's just I'm trying to encourage people to respect that. Bye now.